It's week 9 of the 2024 season, and here's the big artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaud alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 113 yards and a score.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Cowboys at 7-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Up the middle with Barkley. Runs over him. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the first or second seed come playoff time.
On third down, it's Prescott. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a man undrafted out of the University of Buffalo, Jaron Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
First down, here's Ritter. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From just shy of midfield, Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Trayvon Diggs. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's out right at the 25. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Prescott. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Prescott now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A Ritter's throw taken in by Edwards.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Ritter now.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be rimmed out of bounds down inside the 25.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And caught by London. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here we go.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Ritter to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He'll look to set up his blockers. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Ooh, with a juke. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings us
Ritter back to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ritter has it knocked down.
But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check pink.
Ritter from the gun.
Over the middle, complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Meanwhile, Dax Tolbert hauls it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott
Right back to Tolbert. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for red points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Blue check.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Mixon, a couple of touchdown runs. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense set to go once more. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
From the 29, Ridder. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
He'll get this down to the 38. From the 38, Ridder. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. Ridder. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Singletary on the toss play. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Check white, switch, yellow, opposite, green.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott forced out to his left. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Barkley, inside handoff. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 60 as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw here pulled in by Lazard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A give, Singletary right side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. This pass is caught by London. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check right.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Ritter. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Got his target, Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, normally you might say start running the football. fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 23. On first down, Ritter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. Now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Check right. Ready, go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ritter got a man. That's Lazard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Switch, yellow, opposite, green, Smith, red.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ritter. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Ritter's throw taken in by Edwards. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To the air again, it's Ritter. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Crew, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 Charger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So now Ritter and the Falcons down by 12. 25 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ritter. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Ritter looks to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A final shot now for Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.